So the topic I chose for this assignment is defunding the police. So I want to start with, what is the risk we can have if we defund the police, and what should we do about it? Throughout our society, you can see on the news that there are many protests and riots destroying our cities, with many expensive items stolen and damaged. But for what though? If you go on YouTube and look up Tucker Carlson's video, you can see that he is trying to explain about what would possibly happen if we defund the police. It matters if we defund the police, because then the people that are known as mobs and thugs will rule our cities, right? Violence will increase and the police having no control of stopping it. Why I say that? If we have barely any authorities, the thugs will overpowered and will be outnumbered. So why defund the police? Do you want to be living in a daily concern every day you step outside your house? No, right? That would be our daily routine, trying our best to stay aware when we step outside our houses. Defunding the police is basically a harm to our society, because what can we do when there are no authorities around to help us when we need? There are so many crimes around our countries, like murder, homicide, and even suicide. Not to forget, but also many people need medical attention. The first number we call when someone is hurt or is harmed is 911, right? 911 is the most popular number and usually the first responders, which are the authorities. This is possibly if we took the police authority away, or took most of their pay away. On May 25th, 2020, the death of an innocent black male with the name of George Floyd was killed by an officer. This has brought many attentions around our world, with being on the news and social media. Many riots flared in anger, not only because of his death, but also police brutality. But these people are cowards. They are using his death for themselves to express how they feel deeply inside. Just because of one death because of an officer doesn't mean every officer is the same. Guaranteed that there are more deaths from gang violence than any other deaths. That is why we need our officers, because without them, riots will get out of hands, and you can already see on the news and even YouTube. Everyone is posting it. What should we do about it if people really want to defund so badly? We need to gather our police and have a talk about what we should do and satisfy the people and help our cities, countries even better. Defunding shouldn't be the first option because of the risks of doing that and the amount of harm we can deal with. Having a talk with the police is way better and more respectful for them, so it allows them to understand to change. Just a slight change like that can be effect and have a better, authorities for us. What is the risk if we defund the police, and what should we do about it? Throughout our society, you can see on the news that there are many protests and riots destroying our cities, with many expensive items and damage. But what though? It matters if we defund the police, because the people are known as mobs or thugs will rule our cities. Fines will increase with the police having no control of stopping it. Why would I say that? If we barely have any authorities, thugs will overpower and be outnumbered. So why defund the police? Do you want living to be a daily concern every day you step outside your house? With that being said, if you want to have a better living space, then defunding the police isn't the way to go.